Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if this is your first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Today I'm starting this vlog and I don't know when it's gonna end because this is day 3 of us deciding that we are ready to buy a house. And today we are going on our very first house tour for one that we found, and I fell in love with the pictures, and my husband loves the space and the property, so we are gonna go look at that, and I'm just gonna vlog this entire experience. But I'm excited to document this journey and reveal this whenever it comes out, and then have another little mini series on my channel where it's house to home, where I work on each room, decorating and making it our own. So this is exciting, but I just wanted to film this intro because we're getting ready to go, and I'm going to get footage of the first house, and just kind of want to record our thoughts and how we feel. I will be back when we are done. Okay family, house number 1 done. What did you think about the house?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
What did you like about it?
I like the kitchen and the living room.
The kitchen and the living room. Did you like the little room that you walked down the stairs into?
What room?
The one that you were running circles in?
Oh yeah.
I was not a fan of the house. Too much work needed to be done, baby.
I think they put lipstick on a pig and took great pictures of it and fooled us.
They definitely put lipstick on a pig, because I fell in love with the pictures of this house, and it was absolutely nothing like the pictures. The flooring would need to be redone. The roof has to be done.
Every door frame
of the house, windows. The space was perfect. It's been a rental for over 20 years. The owner of the house has never lived in it, so we don't even know how often they check on it or do the upkeep of the house, but it's barely being held together, and it's severely overpriced. So no go on one. Yeah, no go on that one. On to the next one. Okay, it is another day, and we are about to go look at 3 houses. This is literally a week later, and like I said, we are visiting 3 houses today, and they are all about 30 to 40 minutes from where we currently live. Yesterday we did go and see a new development neighborhood, and we toured one of their model homes, and literally the whole family fell in love with it, but I think it's a little bit out of our price range. We have to see. We need to have probably another conversation with our lender. But yeah, I am excited about the houses that we are going to see today. And of course, I will be taking you along. A lot of errands to be done today. So we are going to see the first house in the next hour. And so I will make sure to pop in clips for each one. And yeah, I'm excited. One thing that we did learn last week from house number 1 is that the pictures don't always do justice, and seeing them in person, obviously you get a better feel, but we have learned not to fall in love with the pictures of houses. We are very hopeful for these 3. Hopefully one at least sparks joy and we're not just duped from all 3 houses. So more to come on the house hunt. First house of the day. What does everybody think? Nyla?
I like it.
Braylon?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Dad?
The best we've looked at so far, but we need one more room.
Yeah. I liked it. I definitely agree. Best house that we've looked at thus far. And we do need a little bit more space, but I feel like we're moving in the right direction. I love the backyard. And
I love
Neighborhood's nice.
the backyard too.
And we were talking about the upgrades to the kitchen that could be done and stuff.
Is there a pantry?
There was no pantry, which is another downside. Not a lot of counter space, but nice appliances if it's included. And my battery's about to die, so we're going to the next house. We'll give updates whenever we get there. Okay, second house of the day. Nyla.
I really like it. I want this one.
Braylon.
I like this one better than the other one.
Yeah. Daddy.
It's nice. There's
But
something about it.
I
don't know what it is. No, something about it
that's all.
a
It's not perfect.
positive.
I agree. I do like this. It's closer to what we need. I think that for me, there's something about it. The layout upstairs is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think they could have probably made one of the rooms possibly bigger with what is it? With a different layout style, I guess you could say. But I do like it. It's definitely closer to what we need and what we want. We have one more house that we are going to view today, which is probably the furthest from where we currently are. On a scale, what would y'all rate on a scale 1 to 10 the first house in this house?
The first house, like a 6.
A 6.
One at 8.5.
Okay. Dad,
I'd probably call this one a 7.
Me?
what would you rate it?
Me?
Yes, Braylon, you?
The house that we just went to right now?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being the best, what would you rate this house?
I would give this house a 10.
What would you give the first house?
Probably probably a 6.
Yeah, I'd give the first house a 6. I'd give that one, I'd give it a 7.5 because I did like it. Like, if that was our only choice and we had to move in, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'm not in love with it. So, okay.
Last one was my favorite.
The last one was my favorite.
The second one was your favorite?
The last one was my favorite.
Okay, we just looked at the last house of the day.
The last house was my favorite.
And the last house is Braylon's favorite. And I think we all can collectively say no to this house. Yeah, this is probably like a 5 for me. And it's a bit far out, so.
But it's weird because it has space.
It has space, it's just,
Do
the
me.
space is very weird.
Yeah.
What do you think, Braylon?
I would give it a 10.
Well, and then that room that's just right up off the top of the stairs, like that's just a weirdly placed
A little more weird
Use-
than that
use of space there.
corner room in that other house, though.
That was a little.
On the downside, I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, well, that's all for today. Don't know when we'll be looking at houses again, but to be continued for the search. So it has been a couple days since I filmed us looking at more houses, and I thought I'd pop in here to give a little update. So as you would have saw from the clips, only one of the 3 houses we toured last would pretty much fit into the parameters of what we want when we buy, but it still just did not feel like the one. It felt like another option that we would want to keep. Maybe, you know, who knows, we could come back to it, but it didn't feel like our forever home. So what we learned from Sunday's outing is that we kind of needed to get more details on our numbers. Like, as we're looking for houses, we're kind of looking at like on the lower end, and with talking to our realtor, she said, you know, we should get numbers and know exactly what we could afford to pay for a house and stay within our budget. So we did that, talk with our lender, and we were told the amount, and I felt a lot better. I do think that we're going to be able to find the space that we need. I don't know. I'm trying to like sum up how I feel about this entire situation. Like, my husband and I are so very excited that we have the opportunity to even own a home and to even be going through this process. I don't want to say it's starting to become overwhelming. It's just, there's so much you don't know. We just know like what we need house-wise, like space-wise, and we know what we would like to have, and we know what our non-negotiables are. And that's pretty much what we're going in with. But this is like a totally new experience for us, and we're super thrilled and feel super blessed, but you know, it's a lot to take in. So after getting our new number from the lender, we have started looking at other houses because our search pool has opened up a little bit. And we have already lined up, I think, like 3 or 4 houses that we are planning to view this upcoming weekend, which is exciting. And then we've also been looking at the option to build, and while building sounds great or ideal, I think I'm more nervous about trying to build a house than just buying something that's already established. I've just heard horror stories about like contractors and just like issues once the house is up and just different things like that. But I don't know, it is still going to remain an option. But we have found some stuff like online that we are extremely excited to visit. So yeah, we're going to continue to look, and of course I will continue filming and just see what we see, but that's pretty much it that I have right now. So I will have more probably this weekend. Okay, until my next update. Today we're going to see 5 houses.
Yes.
And we are hopeful for a few of them, right? He has a favorite, I have a favorite, but we're keeping our options open. And yeah, just continuing the search. So updates after each one.
I only like the backyard because
Yeah,
was that a pool?
it was.
And a hot tub.
And a hot tub.
I love the pool and the hot tub.
You did. So house number 1 is a no-go. The layout of the house was so weird. The best part of the house was the backyard.
Did you
because
film anything in there?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I wish I would
Should
have.
have got that backyard.
I should have got the backyard because it's like a covered patio area with a
Hot
brick
tub,
oven.
brick oven.
outside, a full bar, a pool, a hot tub, like 3 different sheds, privacy fence. Like the backyard was like an oasis. Unfortunately, the inside of the house was not. You made a very good point. He said it looked like a bachelor pad, which it definitely did, but it's also very far out from everything, and the neighborhood not the greatest, so we are definitely past. I didn't even get footage of this house because about halfway through we were like
for 6 minutes.
Yeah, we were not impressed at all. So on to the next house, which is one that I found. This one, didn't I? Yeah, Tanner, and I really liked it, so we shall see. It's not one of our top houses of the day, but it's one that I did really like the pictures of. So on to the next. Okay, house number 2. It was a nice house. It was definitely better than the first house that we looked at, but it was not our house. It felt old.
Yeah. It felt old, but it also felt like old people.
Yes, definitely. Like it was decorated like they were like dreaming of their dream house in Florida. It felt like a coastal house, like our realtor said, in the middle of Tennessee. It didn't feel like a house, like you said, that we could spend the next 20 years in. So yeah, just it was a no. Again, didn't really feel the need to capture it because it wasn't even a contender, and it's Any thoughts outside of that?
Had a great shed and a nice pool.
Oh yeah, it did have a great shed. It had a nice backyard area though. I know, like it didn't have a lot of yard for like the kids to be out and play in, but it had like a nice covered patio and a pool area, and like you said, like a huge shed that was like the length of the backyard pretty much. But that's about it. The closets were big, but the counter space in the bathrooms, like the bathroom that would have been like theirs, had a lot of counter space, and that was nice. But the master bathroom wasn't that, the counter space wasn't that great, and the stand-up shower was so small. Like, I don't mind if we have a stand-up shower, but we need a little more room than like what we have right now, and that's kind of how that house was. So, all right, so we're going on to house number 3, and I don't even remember this one. I'll have to look it up, but we'll have an update after that. This is house number 3.
Yep.
I really like this house.
Yep.
It has a lot of space. I think a lot more space than we were expecting it to have, which it did say 5-bedroom, 3-bath, but it did say 5-bedroom, 3 baths, but it was a lot more space, I think, than we were expecting it to have. It was like 7 rooms for sure. It had a nice backyard with a pool, privacy fence already up, but the yard space is a little bit smaller, so we would be compromising on that.
The front yard was nice.
Yeah, the front yard was nice on a double cul-de-sac area. I don't know. I really like that house. I love that though. You love that house, Braylon? It's a lot of space. 3 full bathrooms, which is nice.
I think the studio would go in that downstairs room.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I like that double room that had the attic in it. That's where my office would go. Yeah, I think I kind of fell in love with that house. I'm not gonna lie to you. The next 2 houses that we're going to.
Mommy, will you turn the internet on?
Yes, the next 2 houses that we're going to see, the first one is my favorite of the listings that we have looked at, and then the last one is Mike's favorite of the listings that he has found. I have a feeling when we're done looking at these houses that we're probably gonna be like, I think deciding between these 3. I have a feeling. So yeah, that's exciting. That's the first house I think that we've gone in that I felt like I could see myself living here for sure. Yeah. So I'll have another update whenever we finish the next house. Okay, we just viewed my favorite pick of the listings, and
it's also my favorite.
The last house definitely was nicer and had more space than this one. This house was just aesthetically pleasing, I think, on the outside, and then that one office space kind of sold me initially, but not enough space. I think that's safe to say, but I took a picture of that office because I want those built-ins. I'm taking everything from every little house.
We found all the bits and pieces.
I'm not crazy. I understand the primary bedroom being downstairs. I'm just still not crazy about it.
It wasn't that big. I didn't feel like, and the bathroom was not very nice.
Yeah, the bathroom was not nice at all. The neighborhood over here was nice though. That's, you know, one thing. And yeah, any thoughts?
It was all right. Yeah, it's all right.
It was
I think,
all right.
like they were pointing out, there might be some foundation issues.
Yeah, yeah. Which is probably, I'm wondering if that's why it's still on the market, honestly. So.
One more to go.
One more to go. This is hubby's favorite.
And I hope I love it.
I think we're all gonna like it. I think the space of this next one is going to be the best
The location is
space,
really good.
and the location is really good. And it's kind of in that perfect like price range as well. So yeah, we shall see. So one more house and then we are done for the day. Okay, last house of the day was an absolute dud. It was, I said it was like house one all over again because it felt very much like a catfish. It looked like...
It smelled like an ashtray.
It smelled like an ashtray, for one. The people who are selling the house just bought it in December, and it looks like they just put a fresh coat of paint and new flooring down, and we're like, okay, we're gonna try to sell it. And it was, it smelled horrible. The layout was horrible. Like where the garage was, where it looks like they turned the garage into another room. Like the space was just ill used, and there was just a lot of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a no, unfortunately.
No flow.
No flow to the house whatsoever.
Yeah, I do not like it at all.
They had a toilet in the garage. It was just a lot going on with that house. So I will say that we have one of these 5 that we liked. The pricing is kind of a sticking point for us. So I don't know. We're gonna see. Yeah, but that's all for today. So until the next time we're looking at houses.
Bye.
Okay, changing plans. I don't remember if I vlogged it last time that we saw a new build, a model home that we all really loved. I think I did talk about it in a different clip, but we stopped back by there because we were just curious if there were other floor plans that we could tour that was more so in our price range, and we were told that they had some like available ready to move in locations that is actually in the area that we would prefer to be in. So we are gonna go take a look at that floor plan, see how we feel, and I guess kind of go from there. So one more house has been added to the stop for the day. So when we last left you all, we were on our way to go view some model homes, or like they were new builds that were kind of in the floor plan, price range, and square footage that we needed. We did look at 2 houses, and the one that was in our price range was just not big enough. It didn't have the space that we need. And then we viewed another house that was not in our price range unknowingly. And while the space was there, we were still making some concessions that we didn't want to, like the backyard space, and we really would have liked another bedroom. So with that being said, we did a lot of thinking and just, you know, really soul searching on like, you know, the 9 to 12 houses that we have like looked at, including you know, the past 3 weekends, and then like some new builds that we had toured as well. And we decided to put an offer on a home. This home is 5 bedroom, 3 full bath, and it just has more space than we currently have right now. So we have room to kind of move around and, you know, live. The backyard is a nice size, but we're losing space because it does have a really big deck and a pool. It is fenced in, which is, you know, really nice because that's not something that we have to pay to get. It has a nice like patio area. So we do have backyard to work with. The front yard is really nice. The neighborhood is fantastic. The location is a good location. It is a little bit further out than what we were hoping for, but it is the area we were looking in. And, you know, it's kind of centralized. It's in an area where we're close to different things. So like we could get out as a family and do stuff and not really have to drive far. So the area is really perfect. The price range is a little closer to our cap, but we're going to see if there's like wiggle room in that pricing. And so yeah, we are officially putting in an offer on a house. And that seems very surreal to say, but I'm extremely excited. We're all excited. I wish Nyla was here with us. She's actually with her mom this weekend, but I can't wait to show her the pictures and just, you know, pray that this is our new home, and like this is, you know, where we're going to be putting down roots for some time. I'm already like, I was telling my best friend earlier when I was texting her, and I was giving her updates on each house, and of course I told her that this house was the first house that I actually walked through and felt like I could live there. Like I could see myself turning that house into the home that we want it to be. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see where this process takes us. And yeah, so hopefully the next time you hear me, I will be saying that our offer was accepted and that we are going through like all of our inspections and different things like that. I will say that this process has moved a lot quicker than I think me or my husband ever imagined that it would. Being that it's been like legit 3 weeks exactly. We visited the first home, and you know, we looked at quite a bit and you know, we rolled out some, and there's some that were, you know, good but just not there, and this house feels like it's there. And we have a lot of stuff going on this year, and when I just sit and think about the timeline of things, because like right now I'm on deadline, and then if our offer is accepted, you know, the whole March is going to be like inspections and back and forth and different things like that. And as of right now, we have a close at the end of March, and literally at the end of March, it'll be me submitting my book to my editor. We have 2 trips planned in April, and it's like we have to be out of this house by the end of May. So I don't know. Yeah, that's wild. So it's just, you know, everything's moving so fast, and we are all so excited, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. I'm so excited. Like, it is a dream of mine to own my own house and be able to decorate it and live on it and make it a home. And so this is just exciting news, and I just cannot wait to see what our future holds. So another update when we have it, but we're almost there, I think. This is exciting. Well, I said I'd be back when we had news, and baby, we have news. It has been 2 days since we put in our offer on the home that we fell in love with, and I'm happy to report that our offer was accepted. Oh, it is so crazy to even think about. Yeah, so we are now under contract to be buying a house. Buying a house was not on our bingo card this year. We were going into 2025 with the thoughts that we're just going to save and have enough money for a down payment and to like buy stuff to furnish it. And we were given some advice to just move, and we did. And all the pieces just literally fell into place. When I started this vlog, literally 3 weeks ago, I did not think that we would be in a place that we would be finding a home and moving on it in like 3 weeks. My mind is blown. Like, I have had every emotion possible. Anxiousness that I'm really trying to train myself to believe is excitement because I am excited. It's just like, this is a huge financial situation. So yeah, we are set to close at the end of March. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. The girls are on their way home right now, and we are going to tell them the news. I don't think I'm going to record that because my oldest hates being on camera, but I know they're going to be excited. A lot of changes to come. I cannot believe we're buying a house. More to come. I don't know when, but yeah, I don't know how this vlog ends, so we shall see. Maybe on the closing day, I'll film all that, and until our next update. Okay, it is March 12th, and I just got news from our realtor that our appraisal has come back. All the paperwork has been signed by the seller, and we are officially set to close on our house March 28th. I cannot even explain the emotions that I'm feeling right now. I've already been like tearing up and fighting back tears, but I just want to document this moment, and that I am going to be a homeowner in literally 16 days, and I cannot even believe it. This is something that I have dreamed about. Me and my husband have wanted for quite some time. We have worked so damn hard to get to this point, and I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. So the next time that you see me, we will probably be at closing on our house. And thank you, Jesus. I'm literally over the moon. I'm over the moon. This is such a blessing, and I'm fortunate. So see you all on March 28th. Okay, very last update. We're closing on a house today.
Money.
Buddy,
You want to see this side of the road with my family?
how's everybody feeling?
Excited. I'm super excited.
Exhausted.
Broke.
Yeah.
I think we're all pretty excited, and none of us expected this to be happening when we started this vlog, but we are very happy, and I think that we've found the home of our dreams, or as close to our dreams as possible.
Very close.
Yeah. So, yes, thank you all for watching. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up, and what are the other things? Oh, subscribe if you're not subscribe if you're not already. Go watch my husband's video. I'll put it in the description link below, and yeah, that's all. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.